Hey everybody, it's Chris at Dean's Creek Ranch. So it's been about 20 days since we did our fertilizer on the fields, and it has rained 4 times since then. Today's July 20th, so 20 days ago. And this has just been phenomenal. Just such a lucky year. The grass, we got the 5 bales total. You see I already took the 0 turn. You can see the line down there. You see how much that grass has grown. Now, obviously, because we don't have a weed spray, the weeds are coming back up, which is why we're going to do the Duracor today, because there's no rain in sight, even though I can tell you out here the forecast is a suggestion at best. We're going to do the John Deere 40-gallon tank at 14 ounces per 10 gallons. So that gives us 56 ounces of Duracor. You see over here the line I cut. The grass is growing great. We're gonna get these weeds out of here, and then I just can't believe that that one fertilizer application has made this grass wake up the way it has. So learning as we go, obviously, but I will fertilize every year. This year is gonna be twice because we kind of did it light, but every spring is gonna be a full whack of fertilizer, because I can already tell you we're going to get a second cut out of this. Shoot, this looks better than the first cut we made, and that was only like basically less than a month ago. So anyway, there's a little bit of a breeze. You kind of don't want that when you're spraying because of the broadcast, but we're kind of doing a little bit of a weaker mixture this year. I've toned it down a little bit. I don't need to bomb the field. So it's really calling for 16 ounces per 10 gallons, or 16 ounces an acre. You put 10 gallon, however that math works out. Anyways, I got it all written down up at the house. I'm doing 14 ounces per 10 gallons, and that 1 gallon bottle of 128 ounces should give me 9.5 acres of pasture. And we like this stuff so much that we are eventually going to turn that arena back over there where the donkeys are, over there by the blue barn. We're going to make that grazable as well. I mean, why not? What's it doing? It's just all weeded out. We're going to get rid of those weeds as well. Anyways, like, subscribe, notification button. I'm going to get on this tractor, and I'm going to do the same exact course as I did with the buggy and the fertilizer. Instead of going up and down like I did before, it's really hard to see where you went. I'm just going to go circle, 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 and then get back towards the middle. Good thing is you can see where I just drove in the 0 turn. The grass is already growing high enough to where I'll see where I was before. So we're getting a little bit better at it. Anyway, I'm gonna give you some action shots. See ya. Look at how that grass is growing already. It's applying it. I don't know if you can hear me all right, but in the real thick areas of weeds, I'll go a little slower, and the thin areas of weeds, I'll go a little bit faster. Basically, I've got it written down in my notes, anywhere between 1,400 RPMs and 2,000 RPMs. There's a math to it, but in the end, you just got to kind of feel it out in your seat. This should take me about an hour. See ya! Okay, main pasture complete, all done, right back there. So I ended up doing 85 ounces total for 5.5 acres. That breaks down to 15.45 ounce an acre. I tell you that because what I was aiming for was 14 an acre. So I already shorted the pond pasture, which I'm going to do probably on Sunday after we move the cows for rotational grazing. And that's okay. I know what the problem was here is my tram lines. I was probably going 2 feet between tire marks, and then the next set probably should be 3 because of the arc of the spray. I did that once before with the fertilizer buggy spreader thing. And so, all right, Duracor recommends 16 ounces an acre. This is why I go conservative, because I don't know the spacing, and so it ended up being still on the lighter side what Duracor recommends per acre. So I did 15.45. The math roughly comes out to 12 and some change an ounce per acre over on the pond. Now, that's okay because the pond has less weeds and the main had more. And especially in the main, I really slowed it down to about 1,400 RPMs to really kind of give the thick weeds a good hit. And then obviously when it's like 85, 90% grass, I bumped it up to 2,000 RPMs. And so that's where there's some wiggle room in there. All in all said, if I was 7 ounces off, which is what it was, I need to go back and throw 5 more gallons into the sprayer, excuse me, and then just zip up the last half acre. And it worked out pretty much. I had 1 extra pass left in the sprayer. So in the end, 15 and a half an ounce per acre on the main, which is 5.5 acres. I'm going to get 12 and some change on the pond pasture. Less weeds on it anyway. The grass is growing. I was just out in that grass for 3 hours. I'm so happy with this year's grass growing. I know it's kind of weird, huh? How do you know when you're older in your life? Dude, check out my grass. I'm an old man. Like, subscribe. This is part 1. Part 2 will be when I do the pond pasture. There's Doc behind me. Doc! Good boy. Silver Lab. Like, subscribe, notification button. Good night. See ya.